Germans are so environmentally aware, but for New Year's Eve, it goes out the door. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Montana and I was an exchange student in Germany the past year. Now I make these YouTube videos on American and German culture and how they differ or how they're the same. Today's video is things that Germany could improve on. So things that I think weren't the best in Germany or that could be better. A lot of these things are very random. I'll go ahead and get on with my first one so you guys can kind of get a sense as to what I'm talking about. My first one that I think Germany could improve on is not necessarily in every store, but customer service. In the US, customer service with like whether it be restaurants or stores, like shopping stores, anything, it's very good because that's something that Americans value a lot, is like the support of a store or restaurant. But in my case, I'm specifically talking about Aldi Talk. If you guys don't know what Aldi Talk is, it's a phone company, or not like phone company, it's a phone line that you can get through Aldi, and it's very cheap, and that's what they recommended for us as exchange students because you just pay by the month. And don't get me wrong, Aldi Talk is amazing, but I had a lot of problems with it at first because it's all in German. There's no English translation on any of it, on like the website, on the app. It's fully in German, so I needed help at first with my host family because I had been purchasing the wrong thing. I had been purchasing like 20 gigabytes of data or something, which you do not need. You need like 2 a month. It automatically renewed. Anyway, there were all these issues, and I tried calling the Aldi Talk service, and I was like, "Hallo, sprechen Sie English? Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut." Und dann the person said, "Yeah, I speak English." So then I started talking, I guess kind of fast, but I was like, okay, so I bought the wrong thing, and all of a sudden I hear a beep, and the person had hung up. And so I have a video of it. I might be able to put it in this video if I can find it on my phone.
Bitte wählen Sie einen Wert zwischen 0 für sehr unwahrscheinlich und 9 für sehr wahrscheinlich.
I kind of noticed that customer service isn't the biggest thing at other places too. Like in restaurants, they're not overly nice like they are. And especially if like something's wrong with your meal, you don't really ask for it to be changed. You just kind of eat it. This is just one random incident, but it's an overall feel that you get after living there. But like I said, it's not bad everywhere. It's just, it could be a little bit better. The next thing that I think could be better, that I've mentioned in a previous video, I believe, is school spirit. So there's really no school spirit in German high schools or German schools in general. It's not really a thing. Like at my high school, or my gymnasium, they had some t-shirts and sweatshirts, but there were no like class colors. No one was proud to go to the gymnasium. It was more of a, oh, like you go there. So versus in the US, people are normally proud to go to their high school, or at least will show some pride in their high school at some points, and it just makes it more fun and collaborative. Additionally, sorry, these next few all kind of have to do with school, is teacher-student relationships in Germany. I just don't think that they were the best that they could be, because it was very formal, and you talk to your teacher in class, and then that was basically it. Versus in the US, teachers care a lot about their students, and I'm not saying that German teachers don't care, because they do. My German teachers are very nice and amazing. But there's less of a teacher-student connection. It's the teacher's there to teach you, and other than that, that's it. Versus in the US, teachers are more like mentors. They'll give you advice. A lot of times students will just have daily conversations with their teachers, and the teachers will be like, "Oh, what's going on in your life? Are you going to prom or homecoming?" I just think that a more personal relationship with the teacher can be really beneficial, and I didn't really get that as much in Germany. There was one teacher who was very nice to me, who reminded me of a like US teacher, but other than that, not as caring and comforting. School supplies in Germany are so expensive. I mean, like those little plasticky heft folders that you put on top of the notebook, they're so expensive in Germany, and I don't know why, because it's a sheet of paper. Like, and when I say expensive, maybe €1, but you're buying so many of them, less than €1. You're buying so many of them, and in the US, school supplies are just much cheaper, and also they're better quality. Like, the quality of German school supplies was so subpar. I feel like for the price that you're paying, like my little German notebooks that you would write your vocab in, or just any notebooks, they were so expensive and not that nice. Like the paper, oh wait, I think I have some. I'm back. So like this is what I'm talking about. This little plasticky German heft. I don't even know if you call it a heft, but this part you have to buy separately, so you don't get the color option. Like, you buy the color option separately. Oh, it's so annoying. I don't understand it. And then you slide this little notebook thingy into these things, but then these things start ripping, and then they fall out. It's just, school supplies in Germany angered me. But on the other hand, the pens and highlighters that they had were really good, so it was a trade-off. This is more school related than I thought, but I think that one thing that could improve in German high schools or schools in general is eating lunch together. Now this very, very well could be just my gymnasium, like where I went, so please let me know in the comments below if your school was different than this. But at my school, lunch was a period where you could do kind of your work. It was a pretty long period, so you could go out, get your food, then come back. And some people would even take the bus into the city to get like a donut or some kind of food. So everyone was doing different things. Like, I would go to the Krankenhaus and get food sometimes. Sometimes I would bring my own. We had a school Mensa. And there was no one formal place where people could sit and eat. For the older kids, there was, which throughout the second half of my year, I would sit there with some of my friends. But it just wasn't, there was no eating lunch together, which for me was very strange, because some days some people would be gone, other days not. I think it's really nice, at least in the US, when you have lunch together and you like have to eat at these tables during one period of time together and you can't leave the building. I know it sounds bad, but it was really fun to sit with your friends every day, and you met a lot of new people because you were talking to them so much during lunchtime, and you would never talk to them outside of that period. So it's a great way to meet friends. And also, I felt like at German school, it kind of made you feel bad if you didn't have anywhere to sit. Like, you had to find people to eat lunch with. This sounds crazy, but like in American high school movies, you see how hard it is. They show the lunchroom, and it's like the jocks and the nerds and sitting on these cliques, and they make it look so hard to find somewhere to sit at American lunch. But I thought it was harder to find friends to sit with at German school, because it was really intimidating trying to find people to sit with and to eat with when not everyone was there. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think that lunchtime was very stressful from the point of view of an exchange student. I don't know. Next thing that I think Germany could improve on is firework trash. Germans are so environmentally aware, but for New Year's Eve, it goes out the door. They just forget. They literally forget about all of the environmental practices, and everybody's out shooting rockets and fireworks and just leaving the trash all over the streets. And I mean, like, plastic, paper, all the cartons, they're just on the street. And I remember I went to a party for New Year's Eve and we did them, and yes, okay, they were fun. They were very fun. But the trash is just left all over the place. And driving from that, like, my friend's house back to where I lived in Passau, I saw trash everywhere. The following week, there was also so much trash. So Germans could really work on that, because it seems a little contradictory. Okay, so I have two more things. Sorry, this video is going a little bit longer. My next one is Germans could definitely improve on their health by smoking less. Smoking is such a big thing in Germany. I don't know why, because it's yucky, and it's much bigger in Germany than it is in the US, among teens at least. And then lastly is leggings. just leggings. Leggings are the best outfit to wear, like the best pants for girls, and they're not as popular in Germany. They're more for like home wear, for sleepwear, for sport for sport class. But in the US, people wear leggings normally because athleisure is bigger here. But I swear you can style leggings up very nice to make them look not so sporty, and they're so comfy. So I think Germany needs to hop on that trend because they will not regret it. It's so nice to wear leggings. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that was all over the place. That was kind of rambling. But those were just a few of my things that I think Germany could improve on or learn from the US. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and check out some of my other ones on Germany and America. If you did, please subscribe down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Tschüss!